well, as I was saying before, that Makita table saw made this wooden stand, again clearly out of 2x4s and scraps and shit. Another poor example or exploration in joinery, gluing like crap wood together and trying to do nice cuts out of like soft punky broken crap. Now there's some more glue. So then when I decided I didn't need to use that table saw as much, and then I got this bandsaw, which is just a standard Ryobi bandsaw. Just cannot stand that color green. So I even taped that off and whatever. I made this stand. Well, I made this thing work on the stand. Put a couple of boards for it to sit on, but then I built this whole fucking unit. Sides around it, just give me a little extra table. And then so that when I'm making super fine cuts, like cutting chunks of bone, you know, this little piece of 3/4 inch plywood. There's my little belt sander situation that I use. I have another one over here that clearly collects shit. I got shit everywhere. It's just shit. There's a grinder, big ass bench vise. Fucking awesome. Here's my chest of tools. This one was secondhand on the Rockland Facebook page. You know how bipartisan my fucking pliers are. This is like, oh, here's a dumb thing that I do. These are all nuts that I have either replaced or fucked up on. There are a lot of fuck ups. One of these, famously to me, has 7 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, but I made a 7-string nut because I used the nut scale thing wrong. You know, that fucking thing. I don't know what it's called. String rule gauge. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I did the thing wrong. Made a 7-string nut for a fucking telly. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm an idiot. I have a bunch of tools, it doesn't matter. Over here, oh, here's gonna be this thing. This fucking Norma base. Let me turn these guys down. King Gizzard. Alright, so here, even this, in classic Crap Factory, I'm starting to tape off the fretboard because I'm gonna douche these frets, make them very, very shiny and not have, you know, file marks and yeah, that shit. Come on now. Yeah. But starting to do that, and then I'm gonna get sidetracked and start making a new bone nut for this. So this is actually what inspired me to want to stop and film it. Show off some of my process. I have this block that I use. And this is a flat edge, and that's flat edge. I make 90 degrees. So then I'll just push this against the block, push it down on this. Fucking good enough, you know? I don't know. It's adjusting. It looks super weird with a fucking bone nut on this thing, but who knows, man? It'll probably shred even harder. This thing's sick. It's my old Yamaha. So, yeah, here's my piece of granite that I use. It's this, like, shitty 3/4, 5/8 granite that was left here at my house when we bought it. So I saved this to, like, sharpen chisels on or whatever, but it's pretty good. Nice flat surface. Some chisels and shit. Oh, there's some artwork from Mona. Thanks, Mona. No, this is the dude who I get all my Russian guitars from. beautiful original artwork by my wife. And the clock. And a picture of me as a fucking trash baby in Florida, 1982 or 83. Cool. There's some plants going on in here. This blade, where is it? My wedding ring finger. See this kind of fucked up fingernail? That blade is responsible for my finger. So when it was done serving its useful life, I asked for it. I kept it for years and eventually wanted to make a clock out of it to hang it up in any eventual workshop I'd like to have. As a reminder, take your fucking time. Don't cut your fucking finger off again. Or, you know, chunk of your finger. I have drill bits and shit. You know, I'm trying to figure out like what makes sense of what for who and where and what and whatever. Some plug cutters, some countersinks. I'm pretty much a Ryobi guy. That's what it is. Here's some Crayola. This little vise. This is the one. I use this thing for everything. It's the one that I will probably do most of the work on that nut with. So this is like my new expanded area here where I have had a chop saw on this bench this whole time, and I just took the thing off because I barely do any cutoffs. And instead, now I have all this workspace. And then over here, this is an old, well, it's a late 80s Craftsman table saw, 10-inch, but it's big ass, cast iron, heavy. So this is largely what I use as my bench. It's on a pallet that is on dirt, so the pallet's leveled. The saw is pretty much level. It's very stable. It's an old stool. That was my mother's. This is my trash can. Some magnet pictures of my child. There's the parts for the Jackson guitar, including its frets. Or Charvel, sorry, excuse me. This fucking thing, so rad. Oh, I hope I can get it to work. This is the one that I just sanded all the fretboard off of. It had all fucking scallop frets. So, at its lowest point, where is it? This one. That's the lowest point of any of the whole fretboard, so that's what I was getting it down to. So I've got some cleaning up to do, but I've gotten the bulk of it down. Now I need to make sure that it's flat and straight. Try and re-radius it. There's 16 at this end, 12 at this end, and then sand the shit out of a Floyd Rose nut. Yeah. It's gonna be a process. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna peel the board off and figure out how to install a new fretboard, because I want to play this guitar, and I'm not going to buy a new Charvel neck. I want this to work, this one, so. Yeah. Alright. Oh, and here's my buffer. You do have to go all the way around. Here's my drum set. You have to go around to the other side of the furnace. Sometimes if I don't have shit in the way, you can just go through here. And currently I have a guitar hanging in the way, but this is where I'll stand, against this post. Structural beam. With only this much access to the fucking buffer, and then I'd buff. Because this thing, it's like 3 feet wide. It takes up so much space, and you need both ends to be, so it's like it needs 5 feet worth of space. So, I'm gonna cut back through. But yeah, so, alright. Well, here's the crap factory. This is my hot water heater. So much Piles shit, because I played in a band called Piles. Plural, not singular. Oh, there's some artwork by Hazel. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, and I hang a bunch of shit up on this beam, because I sit here a lot, and I have crap here. And then I'm working here, and then crap here, and then I'm working here. Oh, I'm sure I just made somebody fucking throw up. But, yeah, so it's neat now. I've expanded this over to here. got a little bit more space. I'm trying to streamline, seeing as how this is where I will do a bunch of the work for the nut, and I don't necessarily see why I can't just stand here and sand all the frets and stuff down. It's kind of a nice height for a bench. This is the dirt floor. Oh yeah, that's the other part I wanted to really show off. This is my dirt floors. It's fucking dirt. I've had a dust collection system down here that I had intended to use, and I just gave up on it today. So I took it out of here. Here is where it sat, and you can see the moisture kind of under it. That's why I'm trying to keep most of the shit off of the floor or elevated or whatever. I do have fans going. I have a dehumidifier going because it's very humid. This is a steam boiler, so I feel pretty good about all of that stuff. I've got plants. Yeah, this is a new addition, but I've got little bits of greenery that's super happy down here. It's super passive lighting, so but yeah, I have dirt floors. It's cool, man. This is gonna be the weird little Norma base. This is clearly a base, and it measures 12 3/8 to that 12th fret. So it's a 24 3/4 scale base. And I'm going to combine it with this body that was donated to me from Stompbox Sonic. Here's one of the bigger things. Kind of see that line. I'm gonna have to do some repair in here, but I'm also gonna have to aug this out, and then that's not gonna leave very much in here for strength. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to do that as far as, yeah, just structure and shit. Who knows? If it fails and collapses, then I'll just fix it and do more. But this is the one that I want to have a humbucker and built-in distortion. So stay tuned on that one. Anyways, that's the story of the crap factory as it stands today. Thanks for watching. Smell you later.